Okay, so now let's talk about Aaliyah's birth chart. Before I do that, I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot to do this and I should have did it off the camera. I'm gonna ask permission. Because even though I always ask permission before I channel the dead or give y'all information about the deceased. Let me see if this is alright to share this information right quick. Oh, Ace of Cups. So yeah, I could definitely share it. It's insightful. It's words from God. So, boom. I was looking at Aaliyah's birth chart, right? Boom. Or what supposedly is Aaliyah's birth chart, right? And, whew, all right, of course they're going to put her as a grand trine, you know, of course. But I'm looking at the squares. She has a square. It's a multiple planet square, right? First of all, we know square means four sides. It's something that is stable. Aaliyah had no reason to die. She was already stable. Listen to her squares, though. I'm not going to say what it is that it's in, but I'm going to read the signs to you. Sagittarius, Virgo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Sagittarius. First and foremost, you got a stellium, a Virgo stellium. I'm just going to call it a Virgo stellium. I could be wrong because usually I think the stelliums go by the houses or something. No, it goes by the signs. Yeah, she has a stellium in Virgo. Okay, not right. Boom, boom, boom. That's 8 of Pentacles right there. That's 10 of Pentacles right there, and 9 of Pentacles right there. Aaliyah had 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles. Where was she going except for work, standing strong, and 10 of Pentacles is like a legacy. It's her destiny is unwavering. She was not going nowhere. Earth sign is very grounded. It's the most grounded sign in the whole entire tarot, that energy. So on top of that, she died in an airplane. Now Sagittarius, we know, used to be the airwaves. It's Aquarius now, but Sagittarius used to be the airwaves. Even in airwaves, ooh, it's something that was fated. This her fate. I should read that. I should read it. Because Sagittarius, anyway it goes, is of good luck. So she's very ground. First of all, the squares is stability. Okay, so she's stable in luck. Okay, spiritual law, all that. She was blessed to have a stellium in Sagittarius, right? Hello. So why was she shot down out the ground? Like that used to be Sagittarius energy when it was at her time, but now it's Aquarius energy, which got me thinking like somebody knew something. But anyway, I don't think that she should have died. She is very look. Neptune is in Sagittarius. Neptune. So that means God spoke to her in a way that was unfathomable to men. You get what I'm saying? God spoke to Aaliyah in a way that nobody else had the visions that she had. Anyway, that's my point. Sagittarius is basically, full of luck, full of spiritual law, success, basically. Where Virgo, and in Virgo you got is one of the most stable. It's a legacy. You can't get to Virgo status unless that's a legacy. You have to build. You have to build and create and keep together and keep it flowing. And to be 21, wow. And that was her destiny. That's a number of wow. Because she got Virgo as her north node, and her Virgo is in 20 point, what was it? 20 point, her north node is in 20.24, which rounds up to a 21. Isn't that the age that she died? 21? Let me see. I don't want to get off of this page because it's hard to get back onto the page. She died 2001. And she put it 79, yeah. Okay, so she was 22. But the same thing, it's still the same thing. Like I said, I feel like they went and messed up her birth chart. They altered it like a year or so. Aaliyah probably was born in 1980. Okay, she probably was younger, even younger than what people thought that she was. It's just that she was so mature for her age that she could pass for an older soul. On top of that, she probably went through so much shit because when I first, here we go now, I'm going to enlighten y'all. Now, when I first read, and this is why I'm shaky around the Sagittarius part, because when I first read her birth chart and tried to decipher it, son, she had got pregnant. And if you look in the news, it said that R. Kelly changed her age or married her so he could get her an abortion. That was the rumor going around. So I said, let me look in her birth chart to see who she was pregnant by. Son, and y'all could go look. And if I'm wrong, correct me. She was pregnant by JayZ. JayZ is a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all up and through Aaliyah's chart. All up and through. Okay? She got, where did I see that at with her kids? Dang, I can't remember, and I'm looking at it right now, but I can't tell you how I seen it, but I'm going to read it to you right now, but that's how I seen it. I was like, oh, that's what happened. She had to got pregnant by JayZ. I feel that in my heart because there's a picture that floats around, and not to put like two and two together like this, but I'm just throwing ideas out there, and y'all go do y'all research, and y'all check it out now. So I seen, you know, that picture that goes around. I might put it up. I'm going to try to clip it up in there. But the picture of JayZ and Aaliyah, and he has his arm around her, you know what I mean? I could tell, why would JayZ want to give a woman like Aaliyah up? You get what I'm saying? If they were dating, why would he want to give her up? Ain't nobody giving up Aaliyah. Aaliyah is too beautiful. Too beautiful. JayZ was never going to let that go. I don't know how she got over to greasy ass Damon Dash. I don't know how she floated that way. And somewhere around that time is when I feel like her life started like going downhill. And I feel like the separation probably was caused due to the pregnancy. Maybe I feel like she was pregnant by JayZ. She got Venus and Sagittarius. JayZ is a hardcore, he's a Sagittarius. Wow, what's going on outside? It looks like a storm. I see lightning and all that stuff. Yep, JayZ is a Sagittarius, and she has what is called a square in Sagittarius. A lot of Virgo and a lot of Sagittarius. You know, Virgo is about work. It's about minding your business for real, being basically who she is, famous, adored, looked after, sought after, admired. She had everything fly clothes. She could take care of herself, and she had enough money to create a legacy. And when she got to the part where she's supposed to create a legacy, something bad happened. So that was Virgo, creating a legacy, right? And then she has these square houses in Sagittarius. Now, come on. That's a legacy being created with a Sag. Hello? That is definitely JayZ. Who else is it going to be, honey? Because she only lived a short life. And Damon Dash ain't no damn... I don't know what Damon Dash is. I ain't even look. Let me look and see. What Damon Dash. I don't got Alexa in here. Let me see. Maybe I could ask Google, but I don't want to take it off that page. Let me see. Damon Dash Zodiac. Taurus. He's a Taurus. Okay, so what? And Taurus is all about destruction. Taurus in my book is the death card, devalue. So I feel like he must have devalued. He had the ability to devalue Aaliyah. Okay, or he tried, but Aaliyah's rising sign is Virgo. So, wait, I'm sorry, not her. No, I'm sorry. Her ascendant is Aquarius. Aaliyah was a Capricorn. Oh, now it makes sense. She did not have the power to fight Damon Dash because Capricorn, they're the cardinal signs. They know how to put the shit together, But a Taurus is the master manifester. They know how to put it together and take it apart. Now, the only thing she had on her side was the Virgo that's in her. That crushes out Taurus automatically. Okay, because Taurus could keep it going if there's something to keep building on. You get what I'm saying? But Aaliyah, that Virgo energy is going to not only keep it going, but be able to pass it down to another generation. So when she is gone, it'll keep going. Damon Dash, his energy is going to stop while he's alive. Taurus, it'll stop. It'll change. It has to just, it ain't going to keep flowing. Aaliyah's shit would have kept flowing until she was 100 years old. And people don't even know that, in a way, the legacy is still going on, because look who we're talking about years later. Still Aaliyah. And she passed away 20 years ago. And that shit hurt 20 years ago. Damn. It feel like yesterday, yo. All right. So, let's see. What else can we get from here? So, yeah. Her Sharon was in Taurus. So she was supposed to be healing. All right, let me go into this and see specifically on certain things. Like, let's look at her sun sign. Her sun sign is Capricorn, 25 degrees, right? The sun represents her identity. So that's that Capricorn. Okay, with that Capricorn 25. Okay. Capricorn, a nature spirit dancing in the midst of a waterfall. You heard? A nature. Does it nature? A nature spirit dancing in the midst of a waterfall. That is her identity. That's her sun sign, 25 Capricorn. And that's exactly who she was. A natural spirit. She was a true, natural, pure spirit. Aaliyah. And it says dancing in the midst of a waterfall. It's probably deeper, because you got to think of what's the spiritual meaning behind a waterfall. But just imagine it. It's very beautiful. It almost gives me that Lisa Left Eye Lopez, that don't go chasing waterfalls. But she also did Rock the Boat, where she was in the ocean, and I never really seen her do. I think she got a waterfall video. I think Resolution with the snake. Was there a waterfall there? I don't know. But it's not really, it can be a physical thing. Okay? These breakdowns of the degrees or whatever, your birth chart, these breakdowns can be really literal. Like, she could have literally, but see, what the thing with Destiny Steel is, if I know how to read your birth chart and it says right there, like how I said, a nature spirit dancing in the midst of a waterfall, and I'm someone like Pebbles, and I want to steal, and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, come on, let's get TLC to do that, and, have them dancing in the waterfall, So somebody could have been like, Aaliyah could have been targeted from the beginning of how beautiful she was. Somebody wanted to probably tear her down from the beginning, from the fucking beginning. And she only started probably like, what, 13, 14? Because I don't believe she was that old. I think she was way younger than what the public eye is telling people, just because that's what they do. They did it with Michael Jackson. They said he was younger than he was, or older than he was, and he wasn't. Say he was 11, he was really 8, and crazy shit. So I don't trust the industry, right? So it's, somebody could have been breaking her down from the jump, from when she was 13, 14 years old, when she came out on Star Search. You know what I mean? So But that, it don't have to be literal as well. That is just like her essence. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the essence of who she was. Just a natural, free spirit, like freely dancing in a waterfall, right? Okay, let's take a look at her moon. Her moon was in 1.14 Virgo. Virgo. I need to organize this because this is not in no order. All right, Virgo. What I said? Okay. So as far as like her emotions, because she has a moon in Virgo, her emotions went like this. A large white cross dominating the landscape stands alone on top of a high hill. She had a good heart. She had a heart that nobody could reach. Like, you couldn't love better than Aaliyah. If Aaliyah gave, because you know Virgo's about service as well, you couldn't love better than her. She loved you, and that was the rumor as well. The fact that she was rushing back to Damon Dash because they was in the middle of a breakup or something, and she was rushing back home, and then that's what triggered the whole plane crash. So these are just theories now. That was like, you could Google that. That was what I heard. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know for the difference between what I hear, what I heard, and what I'm reading, and what I'm studying and researching myself. So it makes sense though, that she would love others way more, than she would love herself. And not saying that she did. I feel like she loved herself completely, but I feel like that's just who she is. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's old. God will always replenish her because that is who she was supposed to be. She's supposed to be a giving person, like a philanthropist. But she has a type of heart, it says here, that no man can touch. No man, it says, dominating the landscape stands alone on top of a high hill. Now check this out. What is her name? Beyoncé. Beyoncé is a Virgo, right? We're going to go to her chart in a second for a comparison, probably in the next video. But moon in Virgo, right? And then it says, a large white cross dominating the landscape stands alone on top of a hill. Doesn't that sound like Beyonce's song, Love on Top? Okay, because now as I'm going into as I'm reading it again, I told you, when you read stuff months prior, you'll get one perspective. But I'm telling you, read it again like a year later, a month later, 2 months later, you're going to learn something new. Love on top. So that's two things. That's two things that I saw that coincidentally Beyonce has, that is coincidentally Aaliyah's destiny, or is in her birth chart, or is in her biological or DNA makeup. Okay, yeah, love on top. That's Aaliyah's moon. Moon is all about love and emotions, right? Moon in Virgo, and it says it right here. A large white cross dominating the landscape. Dominating, which means nobody can beat her love. So it means, like, if she was in love with JayZ, Beyonce had no chance of winning JayZ over from Aaliyah. No chance at all. Because Aaliyah, it says a large white cross dominating, we know what that means, the landscape. The whole landscape stands alone, like there's no other, on top of a high hill. Can't touch that. You can't touch Aaliyah's love, the way she loved, who she loved. You cannot top that. It's crazy. Whew. And that's not a coincidence, y'all. And Beyonce came out with Love on Top. So, Mercury in 11.14 Capricorn. Okay. So, we got Mercury. Capricorn 11. Okay, so as far as the way she spoke, right? Because Mercury is how you think, it's your mind, it's the way you speak, it's the way you communicate with others. Let's see if this is really on point. She got 11.14, so that's Capricorn. A student of nature, lecturing, revealing little known aspects of life. Yeah, definitely her. It's definitely how she spoke. I told you guys okay, maybe she spoke like a Capricorn, but it felt like high priestess energy. You know, like if you listen to Aaliyah's interviews, her interviews were so like, they were so soothing. Like what she spoke about was very intellectual. She was before her time, and she always spoke about life, and she always spoke about her morals, her thoughts. She has a stellium in Sagittarius, so of course she's going to speak about God, but she spoke about it in a way that the world can understand. It wasn't just like, oh, thank God and God is the best and he did everything for me. No, it was like, you know, she broke it down like, listen, I love people like this because, I love to see people smile. Period. Broke it down like, and it says it right here, a student of nature. So she never claimed, even though she was a teacher, she came and taught as a student. That's dope. So it says a student of nature, lecturing, revealing little known aspects of life. Little known aspects. So she would drop gems. Aaliyah would drop subtle gems. And mind you, that word nature come back up. And it's because she has a stellium in Virgo. She's a natural woman. She's a natural healer. She heals herself and she heals the world. So that's how she thought. That's how she spoke. And that is so true. True to life. Let's continue. Venus. Now, Venus in Sagittarius. Venus in 8 Sagittarius. Let's look at that. Okay. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes me think that she got pregnant by JayZ. She has Venus in Sagittarius 8. We all know JayZ is a Sagittarius. Now, her Venus in Sagittarius is a mother leads her small child step by step up the stairs. Now, I know this to be true for a fact, that it could be literal, because I know somebody whose birth chart and they have the same degree, and they literally walk their child up steps. Literally. When I saw it, I freaked out. I was like, I did the girl's birth chart, and she literally takes her kid up the stairs to go to school. So I'm like, oh shit. But, excuse my language, but metaphorically, it could also mean basically a person who's coming as a mother figure, guiding people, anybody, ready to help anybody through, to transition, or to just basically just help them, guide them, like I said, these can also be physical. So it's almost like the Bible. You really have to decipher or use discernment on which is like literal and which is metaphoric. I think it's both. I think it's literal. I think she had a child by JayZ and had an abortion. Okay, by him. Right? Because how would they not? Also, I think she also was like a mother to people, but I don't think she got that far. She probably was like that in a way, but she was young. She was only 21, 22, so she didn't really get to that Oprah status. But I feel like she was on her way there. or she was on her way to even getting pregnant by JayZ. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna head off. It's 25 minutes so far. Let's see, Mars. Her Mars. Because Venus is about what? Venus is about value. Oh, I should look at where the houses is at. Dang. I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'm just glad we got the okay. Oh, we see some houses down here. They got her houses down here. All right, let's check out what's in her 7th house. They keep claiming it's a Leo, but I ain't see her with a Leo. Now, if I look in 7th house is Leo. Let's see what this Leo says in her 7th house. And then I'm going to look at JayZ chart because I'm Leo. Her 7th house is Leo. 7th house is about partnerships. So basically she loves hard. Like she has a consistent love. Okay, it looks healthy. Let me see. What does her 7th house say about her love life? A bareback rider in a circus displays her dangerous skill. Ooh. She riding bulls. A bareback rider. Bareback, that means she's shirtless. Rider in a circus displays her dangerous skill. That's deep to analyze as far as like 7th house. I feel like Aaliyah did not play when it comes to love. Like she loves hard, and she will ride that motherfucker. Ooh, excuse me. She will ride that thing out like a bull, like a mechanical bull in the rodeo. She will ride it out. Love, that's what I'm saying. Now, see, that could have been a setup. Once the person know that you love hard like that, then they're going to set you up. Oh, I'm breaking up with you. And now she flying out. She flying back before her time out of the Bahamas to go see Damon Dash because this grown-ass man is having a fit. Or it was a setup. These are just my conspiracy theories, guys. Please don't judge. Don't report my channel. Don't be like, she's lying. I'm an innocent bystander like y'all. I love Aaliyah. And when you love someone, you really want to find out what the hell happened, especially when you're getting intuitive nudges. It's not like I'm just bored and I'm like, oh, I might as well see. No, I get nudged. I get nudged to look in. But my thing is, I don't like being nosy. I don't like people picking up my motherfucking energy all the time. So I don't want to be nosy. I don't want to be intrusive like everybody else because I see people just be tapping in. People just be tapping into other people's energy. Let's pick up this dead person. And do y'all even ask God permission? That's his soul. That's not my soul to be tapping into. And shit, some people don't want you to tap into their energy. It's times where I've tapped into Nipsey Hussle once or twice, but I asked permission. And then it was one time Nipsey was like, I don't feel like talking. Like, you got to ask permission. That's why you got these readers that go around. Like, let's see what happened in the life of so-and-so. No, I want so-and-so to tell me they self. I ain't going around. Because when you go around, you ain't got to ask permission. You just go around their energy like, I'm just going to search around and see what happened to them. No. Why don't you go one further and actually speak to that person and ask permission to speak to that person, to that spirit, to that soul, or to channel that energy? What are we here for if we're not going to do some like alienation type shit? All right, that's the whole point of the awakening. Is like, this is not crazy anymore. Hello, it's real. It's true. It's here. They're here. Okay, that's the poltergeist, I think. But, you get what I'm saying. It's, things can't the mentality of the world cannot stay the same. Like, we cannot stay Flintstones. Like, eventually we have to get to Jetson status. Okay, I want to take a break from this because this is it gets tiring. I ain't gonna lie. It's not that I don't care. Not that I'm not interested. It gets tiring to decipher this stuff. Plus, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. And the more that I keep reading, the more that I'm going to be like, it's a conspiracy theorist, JayZ and Beyoncé and Damon Dash and all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to be, the more I read, the more evidence I see of foul play. Okay, there go to Cancer. I'm wondering what a Cancer was at in a Gemini. Okay, she had them in her houses. She didn't have the planets, but she had the houses had the constellations. Hope I'm saying that right. So I do see Gemini, 4th house, right? 5th house, that was her life, quiet. Exactly. Cancer, 6th house. That's how she spoke to people. She was a visionary. She had a public relationship with JayZ. Yeah, 11th house, Sagittarius. Yeah, 10th house, Sagittarius. She loved hard. She did. And she'll ride it out, too. She don't care. She do not care. A bareback rider. Bareback mean I took my shirt off. Like, come on, let's give it to me now. I'm ready to get in this. Like, to Aaliyah, love was a battlefield. You heard her songs. We need a resolution. A bareback rider in a circus displays her dangerous skill. So, like, not, hold on, bareback, her. So, okay, somebody got their titties out. Somebody got them boobies out. I'm sorry, guys. Because I'm like, a bareback rider in a circus displays her dangerous skill. So that means basically, okay, if she's bareback and it's a girl, her boobies out, that means like that's Cancer. Okay, that's the chest. That's also Leo, which is the heart. In that area. So she definitely loved hard. She was not afraid to reveal her love. She was not afraid to express her love. She loved hard and she would let it be known. I love this person. I'm riding it out with this person. I'm gonna let everybody know I love this person. This person loved me. Like, she was not in the closet and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's why people knew about her and R. Kelly, because she loved hard. She loved hard, and she didn't wear her heart on her shoulder, on her sleeve, but she exposed her heart, and that's hard to do. That's like a vulnerability. Like, I will show you how vulnerable I am, but at the same time, I will also display the fact that I'm dangerous. Okay? Loving is a skill. And it's not easy to love. And she'll get on it, ready and prepared for that fight, for that battle, y'all. And that's how she was. And somebody didn't like that shit. And I swear, I feel like they just stole this woman's destiny. And I'm about to get down to the bottom of it. These are going to be my next videos. It's going to be based off the readings of her, the rest of her birth chart. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. We'll finish the rest at a later date because this thing get me worked up. Anybody who's like an energy reader, tarot reader, psychic, spiritual knows, like, helping people is not easy because you put your all into it. At the end of the day, I feel like we need each other. Okay, we definitely need each other, like spiritual advisors and tarot readers. And I think that we have a community. We need a community within ourselves. And I'm not talking about no coven and no witches and no Freemasons and no Eastern Stars. I'm talking about the good ones, the ones that's trying to build a tribe. okay, that's trying to create a tribe. We need to be in some type of unison in order to help people. We got to come together and we have to support each other because we need it. These readings and loving these people and actually caring and giving a fuck, excuse my language, and actually caring, that stuff is draining. I mean, draining. It is not easy. And it's like some of these people, some of us are not robots because we take it from the heart. We don't just, it's not about money. If it was about money, I would have been off this a long time ago because I'm not getting paid. Hello. Don't nobody pay me to do this. Didn't nobody buy these cars. I keep investing in this. I keep investing in my dream. I keep investing in myself because this is who I am. This is in my, like, if I get money off of this, it's going to be when God say. And I don't know. I don't know what God's doing about this. I don't know why he got me up here and I ain't getting no money off of this. I have no idea, y'all. But I'm not going to stop because what else I'm going to do? I have a lot to say. God sent me on a mission. Shoot, I'm going to finish it. Regardless, I told you, it don't matter what alligators is in the water. I got to jump over them shits. Oh, I got something to say and only got 2 viewers. Oh, well, maybe one of them viewers, it'll go into their head, and then one day they'll speak it to someone else, and then it's 6 degrees of separation, and it'll get to the right ears eventually. You got to keep hope like that. Plus, I work for God, so I mean, you can't go wrong. Like you're never gonna understand sometimes what God is telling you to do. Remember Moses? Moses was like, Lord, why you send me to go speak to Pharaoh, and you know I'm hot-tempered, or you know I can't speak like that, and then you want me to tell him to free my people? I might curse at them. I might spit on them. You know what I mean? I'm not equipped for that. But if God sent you to do it, trust me, he picked the right person. Thank God. God don't make no mistakes. God don't make any mistakes. Okay, and these people, I feel like Kobe Bryant, people like Aaliyah and Kobe Bryant especially, because they died in the air. And to me, that was traditionally, that was Neptune energy. Those were sacrifices. These people made the ultimate, damn, I'm about to cry. These people made the ultimate sacrifice for the world. You know, so as like at the end of the day, their destiny and their legacy is still going to live on because truth is going to be told. Okay, truth is going to be told, and trust me, I don't give a shit, excuse my language, I don't care how you try to make things appear in your life to be, and I'm talking about people that are like destiny stealers or people that are fronting like they not doing nothing wicked. Y'all can make it seem like everything is glitz and glams to the public, but trust me, I know behind closed doors, it's a lot of suffering going on. Because God is not going to let anybody get away with anything. That's the whole point of justice and judgment. God is not going to let y'all get away with anything in unjust. Like nothing is going to go unjust. Okay, whether that person gets justice when they're alive, or whether someone like myself has to come and just, you know, reveal certain things to reveal the truth, things are going to get exposed. So, on that note, I'm going to end this reading. And let's see. I want to close out with a card. Oh, okay. One of these. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I wrote on all these cards. And I think I did it like in one day. Like I had to stop because I'm like, girl, you using up all the cards, that's all I got left. And I'm like, wait, you ain't got no more topics? Everything is here. It's mostly about planets and energy. So I don't need any words like, if anything, I got these little cards, these little decks that I bought. I could write on here. I got a lot of these packs I didn't even open. I got some I didn't even write on yet. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna write on those. But these index cards, oh yeah, they're going fast. They are going fast, y'all. I like the index cards. I get to write a lot on the other side. So let's pull a card to end this reading. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and study Beyoncé, JayZ, and Aaliyah's birth charts. Maybe even Damon Dash. Just to see a comparison. Yeah, but Aaliyah had a lot of Virgo in her. So you know naturally her competitor was Beyoncé. Naturally. That's a competitor. I probably use the picture as a as my thumbnail. I probably don't put it in because I don't feel like going to iMovie and then I gotta put the video together and then my phone be acting like, oh, there's no storage, and then I clear my whole phone and delete everything, and guess what? It still be like no storage. Okay, so we got Pluto. So this was a powerful reading, very powerful reading. Let's read it. Let's end this off here. Rituals, deep change, power, sex, drugs. This has to do with the occult. It was something that was in the occult. It says right here too, look, occult. Occult, right? When I was saying it, it was the next word. Rock and roll. Other people's money. Could have been over money. Death. Inheritance. Transformation. Motives. Rebirth. Birth and evolution. I feel like Aaliyah is going to come back. I feel like Aaliyah is going to be reincarnated. Let me see. Yeah. I feel as though everybody who died in the air, like Kobe Bryant and Aaliyah, they're going to be reincarnated. They're definitely going to be reincarnated. Yep, they're coming back. It's unfinished business. It's unfinished business. You can't stop a soul. You can't stop a spirit. You might stop that flesh, but let me tell you, you can't stop the spirit. Your legacy, if you steal somebody's legacy or something like that, you can't. The flesh ain't shit because that spirit is going to come back. $55. Intelligence master. Master of knowledge, thoughts. That's that Mercurian energy. 55 is a master number of change. She is coming back into the physical. It's been 20 years, so I'm going to give it another... it's because Pluto takes about 14 to 30 years to be in a sign. So I don't know when it's going to come back around for her. Like, I feel like a portal needs to be open. You know what I mean? When these planets position, it opens a portal of consciousness. And that's when people make the moves. When these portals open. Or that's when these spirits make the moves, or these entities or whatever. So it's like a portal, probably like has something to do with May 5th or 5/5 or something like that. Okay, and I got the waxing crescent moon. Set intentions. Send your hopes and desires into the world. Yeah, yep. Send your hopes and desires into the world. She hasn't incarnated yet, but she's on the way. It's turning into fire. It's like going from, like I said, the death, the rebirth, evolution, okay, into the mental, the master number of thought, intelligent master, the master of knowledge, Thoth, Tahuti. That is, but it's like she's transitioning into like the fourth dimension. That's time. Supposedly time is just movement. Like I said, the planets have to move which takes time, but these planets have to position themselves in the right degree, in the right exact degree for a portal to open. And when that time comes, yeah, she's going to, it says, send your hopes and desires into the world. She's going to re-enter into the world. Yeah. Okay, so that's been my reading for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm out.